Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Pod English for Everyone. I'm Sarah, and I'm really happy you're here with me today.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Pod English for Everyone. I'm Sarah, and I'm really happy you're here with me today. In this episode, we're going to talk about something very important: how to stay motivated while learning English, and how to keep going, even when it feels difficult. So take a moment, breathe slowly, relax your shoulders, and just listen. You don't need to understand everything perfectly. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to be impressive. You just need to be here. And that is already enough. Learning English is not always easy. Some days you feel good. You understand more. You feel confident. You feel like you are improving. And those days feel amazing. You feel proud. You feel motivated. You feel like everything is working. But there are other days. Days where everything feels slow. You listen, and you don't understand. You try to speak, and the words don't come. You forget simple things. You feel tired. You feel stuck. And sometimes, you feel frustrated. If you know this feeling, I want you to understand something important. This is normal. This is part of the process. Every single person who learns a language goes through this. Your progress is not a straight line. It's not always going up. It goes up and down and up again. Like waves, and both sides are part of learning. So instead of fighting those difficult days, try to accept them. Say to yourself, today is a slow day. And that's okay, because even on slow days, you are still learning. Even when you don't see it, your brain is working, it is listening, it is adapting, it is building connections. Slowly, quietly. But it is happening. Now let me ask you something simple. When you learn English, do you feel pressure? Pressure to improve fast? Pressure to speak perfectly? Pressure to understand everything? Pressure to stop making mistakes? A lot of learners feel this. They think, I should be better by now, I should understand more, I should speak better. But here is the truth. Learning a language is not a competition. There is no finish line. There is no moment where you suddenly become perfect. There is only your journey. Your rhythm, your pace, and your story matters. You don't need to learn like someone else. You don't need to be faster than someone else. You just need to continue. And this is why consistency is more important than perfection. You don't need to study for hours every day. You don't need a perfect routine. You don't need everything to be organized. You just need to come back, again and again, even for 5 minutes, even for one sentence, even just by listening like you are doing right now. That is learning. That is progress. Because learning English is not about doing a lot one day. It's about doing a little, again, and again, and again. And over time, that changes everything. Now, I want to tell you something very simple. You are doing something difficult. You are learning a new language. You are training your brain. You are building a new skill. And that takes time. So don't be too hard on yourself. Be patient, be kind, and keep going. Now, let's go a little deeper together. I want to talk about something very important. Your relationship with learning English. Because learning English is not just something you do, it's something you live. It's something that becomes part of your daily life. Some days, you feel motivated. You want to learn. You want to listen. You want to practice. And everything feels natural. But other days, you don't feel like doing anything. You feel tired. You feel distracted. You feel like avoiding English completely. And again, that is normal. But here is where many people make a mistake. They think, if I don't feel motivated, I shouldn't learn today. And slowly, they stop. They disconnect. They lose the habit. And starting again becomes harder. So instead of waiting for motivation, try something different. Focus on connection, not motivation. Connection means you stay in contact with English, even in a very small way. Even when you don't feel like it. You don't need energy. You don't need motivation. You just need a small action. Listen for 1 minute. Repeat one sentence. Read one line. That's enough. Because the goal is not intensity. The goal is continuity. And continuity builds confidence. Now, let's talk about something else. The way you talk to yourself. Because this changes everything. When you make a mistake, what do you say in your head? Do you say, I'm bad at English? I'll never be good. This is too hard. If you say this, your brain listens, and it believes you. And slowly, you lose confidence, you lose energy, you lose motivation. But what if you change that voice? What if instead of saying, I'm bad, you say, I'm learning, instead of, I'm too slow? You say, I'm improving step by step, instead of, I can't do this. You say, this is difficult, but I'm trying. This is not fake positivity. This is a better way to support your brain. Because your brain learns better when it feels safe, when it feels encouraged, when it feels supported. So be kind to yourself, because you deserve that. Now think about this. When a child learns to speak, they make mistakes all the time. They say wrong words, wrong sentences, wrong sounds, but nobody tells them to stop. Nobody says, wait until you're perfect. We encourage them, we support them, we smile, because we know that's how learning works. And you are doing the same thing, just at a different stage. So your mistakes are not a problem. They are part of the process. They are proof that you are trying. They are proof that you are learning. Now, let's talk about motivation again, but in a different way. Motivation is not always strong. It's not always exciting. Sometimes, motivation is just a small decision, a quiet decision. To continue, to try again, to press play, to listen, to repeat. That is enough. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to feel confident. You just need to begin. Because confidence comes after action, not before. Now I want to take a small pause with you. If you are still here listening, that means something. That means you are trying. That means you care. So take a few seconds. Support the podcast, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, leave a comment. Tell me why you are learning English. Or tell me what you want next. Do you want more conversations? More vocabulary? More real-life situations? More confidence tips? Your ideas matter. I read everything. And I create these episodes for you. So your comment can become the next episode. All right, let's continue together. I want to talk about something that many learners feel: progress. Because a lot of people say, I don't see improvement, I feel stuck, I don't know if this is working. And I understand that feeling. Because progress in language learning is not always visible. It's not always clear. It's not always fast. Sometimes it's quiet. It's small. It's slow. And that makes it easy to doubt yourself. But here is the truth. You are improving. Even if you don't see it clearly. Even if you don't feel it every day. Progress shows itself in small signs. You understand a word faster. You recognize a sentence. You hesitate a little less. You feel less lost when listening. These are signs. Quiet signs, but real signs. And they matter. So instead of looking for big results, start noticing small changes. Because they are happening. Every time you listen, every time you try, every time you come back, you are building something. Now, I want to give you something very simple. A small habit. Something you can do every day. Without pressure, without stress. Just 1 minute. 1 minute of English. Listen to one sentence. Repeat one phrase. Read one line. That's it. 1 minute. Because the goal is not to do a lot. The goal is to stay consistent. And consistency changes everything. Now let's talk about something very important. Enjoying the process. Because if learning feels like pressure all the time, you will stop. But if learning feels good, you will continue. So make English part of your life. Listen to what you like. Watch what you enjoy. Speak about things that interest you. Learning should feel alive, not heavy. Because when you enjoy learning, you learn more. You remember more. You stay longer. And that makes a huge difference. Now, I want you to imagine something. Your future. A version of you. Speaking English. Not perfectly, but comfortably. Understanding conversations. Expressing your ideas. Feeling confident. That version of you is not far away. You are building it. Right now. With every small step. With every minute. With every effort. Step by step. Now take a moment. Look back. Think about where you were 1 month ago. What was difficult? What felt impossible? And now look at today. Even if the change feels small, it is there. You are not the same. You are growing. You are moving forward. and that matters. Now, I want to take one last pause with you. If this episode helped you, even a little, leave a comment. Tell me what topic you want next. What kind of videos would help you? What you want to learn? Because I create this for you. And your ideas matter. And if you enjoy this kind of content, slow, clear, natural, then subscribe, so you don't miss the next episodes. Now, I want to leave you with something simple. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fast. You just need to continue, even slowly, even quietly, even imperfectly. You are learning, and that matters. So keep going, keep listening, keep trying, and keep believing in yourself. Goodbye, everyone. This was Sarah from Pod English for Everyone.
Hey, thanks for being here.
If you like this episode, drop a comment and tell us what you want next.
New episodes every week. Don't miss the next one.
Hit subscribe, turn on notification.
And keep improving your English. See you next time.